Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna talk about the new tier system. So it's no longer NOC. So on my previous videos, I know we spoke about A, B, and 0, but now we have tier 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and there are more occupations that are qualified for express entry. So stay with me on this video and we'll walk through it together. What does this mean? And unfortunately, who is no longer qualified? So, as we spoke about, what is this new tier system and how is it different from the NOC? So, the NOC is the National Occupation Classification, and that was just based on occupation. But this one is also now called TEER, which is Training, Education, Experience, and Responsibilities. So, it has a lot to do with our education, our experience, and of course the skills that we have in each job responsibility. Not really skills, but job responsibilities that we have for every job. Let's assess the difference a little bit more. So before we had the NOC that had 5 levels, which was NOC A, B, 0, C, and D. But now we have tier 0 to 5. Some of those tiers that are not qualified. So 0, 1, 2, and 3, those are all tier system that will qualify you for express entry. So you'll be eligible to enter the pool, and once again, when you enter the pool, it does not necessarily mean that you will get accepted to get permanent residency, because as some of you might know, the pool is basically a virtual waiting room and you're waiting for your number to be called. And so if your number is within that amount that they required at that time, then you will get an invitation to apply for permanent residency, and that's when you apply. So without that invitation to apply, unfortunately, you'll just have to sit in the pool and wait. Unfortunately, immigration timelines have extended because, of course, we were in the pandemic and we had a lot of backlogs. And so as a result, the fastest way for a lot of people to come to Canada now is through being an international student. But if you still have time and you want to come to Canada and you've now been added to the list of tiered system, I would say now is the time to act upon it. So let's take a minute to kind of assess what tier you would fall under now based on the new NOC 2021 as opposed to NOC 2016. So tier 0 is management occupations, and of course if you have a managerial position, this is where your occupation would fall. If you have a job that requires a university degree, for example, like an engineering, teaching, and so forth and so on, that's tier 1. Tier 2 is occupations that usually require a college diploma, apprenticeship training of 2 or more years, or supervisory occupations. I know many persons always tend to ask, hey, can I get a job if I do a diploma in Canada? Absolutely. Diplomas are recognized in Canada. I know for some Caribbean countries, if you don't have a degree, or possibility of getting certain jobs is very low. But in Canada, with college diplomas, you definitely can get jobs, and clearly you are eligible for express entry based on tier 2 here. For tier 3, those are occupations that require a college diploma, apprenticeship training of less than 2 years, as opposed to tier 2, which is more than 2 years of apprenticeship, and then more than 6 months of on-the-job training. So let's say you come right after school and you're a young student, you just finished high school, and so you just completed your diploma, you still can get a job and you will still be qualified for tier 3. So hope that was useful. Also, the tier system added a lot of new occupations. So now more and more people are eligible to apply for the express entry, and you can get scores. So if you see me looking down, I'm just trying to recall, because it's a long list of people that are qualified. So remember, we spoke about NOC A, B, and 0 being the ones that qualify you for the express entry. But now with the tiered system, you'll be qualified with 0, 1, 2, and 3. So those are basically 4 levels now instead of 3. And there's a lot of different occupations that are added now. And so persons that could not come on express entry and wanted to come to study, now is the time to check your CRS score. And if you don't remember how to calculate CRS score, I'm going to leave a description below so you can go back to one of the videos that we spoke about CRS score, or you can just simply go on the website. So some of the occupations, I'll start listing them on the screen, and feel free to take a screenshot. That's totally fine. So some of the occupations that have been added are now payroll administrators, dental assistant, dental laboratory assistant, nurse aides, patient service associate, pharmacy technician assistants, elementary and secondary school teacher assistants. I can't believe these people weren't on it before. Sheriffs, bailiffs, correctional service officer, bylaw enforcement and other regulator officers, esthetician, electrologists and other related occupations, residential and commercial installers and servicers, pest controllers and fumigators, repairs and servicers, transportation, truck driver, bus driver, subway operators and other transit operators, heavy equipment operators, aircraft assemblers and aircraft assembly inspectors. So this is a great list, honestly. Like, some of them I can't believe they were not on it before. So if you fall into that category, for example, I think a big one is personal support workers. And so if you want to be a nurse in Canada, you can start there until you get your permanent residency. Then you can transition to going back to school and doing your nursing degree. But as for right now, persons that are interested in going to that field and you can work at one of the nursing homes, then this is great news, because nurse aides now can apply for express entry. And just a side note, for nurses that are in Canada, you can get jobs as nurse aides until you have settled your credentials with all the assessment boards and all your NCLEX exam. So, and you can now use it to get your express entry profile going and your invitation to apply. So this is really amazing news. Unfortunately, there are few occupations that they removed from the list and are now no longer eligible to apply. And some of these are program leaders and instructors in recreation, sports, and fitness centers, and tailors, dressmakers, furers, and midliners. So unfortunately, those people have been removed. But with this extended list, what it means is more people are qualified, and so this is great news for persons that want to come to Canada and they couldn't get the points, but like they're supposed to have the points but they don't have it. Now more and more people can be qualified and you don't necessarily have to come school way. Unfortunately, the processing times are crazy if you don't come as a student, and so you still might want to come as a student, but the fact that you can work in one of these occupations and still be able to get your express entry is a great win for immigrants. It's a great win for international students. And so, you know, a lot of people see the pandemic as negative, but with the new updates for immigration, it really turns out to be very good for immigrants, a person that wants to come to Canada and it's their long life dream of living the Canadian dream. Now is the time to act upon it. And if you want to do the express entry, the processing time is long. So if you start now, I'm sure in 2 years you might be in Canada, 2.5 probably. But the essence of it is a lot of great things are happening, so stay glued to this channel while I update you as more and more updates come forward. This is a short video, but just wanted to, you know, have it out there so that if you're Googling or anything, you can see it. And if you need support with coming to Canada as a student, like I said on my videos, I have started a company and it's called StudyCan Consulting Services. You can Google it. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and then you can find out more about the services that we offer. It's not just helping you to get into schools, but a lot of settlement services, a lot of support services, and so resume assistance, cover letter, and even if you are not in Canada, we have tutoring and homework assistant programs for persons that are across the world. So spread the word, and of course for this channel, remember to like, share, subscribe, and if there's other things that you'd want to know about, I am open to feedback and to sharing more about what I know about this system. I think the next video I'll do is about renting, but probably there's something somebody else is interested in hearing about more than renting. So comment down below and let me know. Oh, that rhymed. Great. Anyway, stay tuned. Thank you for watching this video. That was very lame. But anyways, cheers. Peace out.